So I imagine I'm going to get very angry while reviewing this episode. Welcome back, or welcome to another episode. Let's talk about Skam, friends. If you're new here, this is a series where I revisit episodes of Skam and then just talk about everything and review everything. There will be spoilers if you have not seen Skam, so maybe go check it out. And then come back. Episodes will be linked in the description if you are viewing this on YouTube. If you're not, come down to my channel and then watch the episodes. Like, you wouldn't be listening to this if you have not seen Skam before, right? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I'm not making any sense. So today I'm going to be talking about Skam France Season 2, Episode 12. We have a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. Let's step into the recap of this review. Okay, so Manon woke up in Charles's brother's bed with no memory of what happened, how she got there. Charles finds out about this, Nico tells him, and Charles believes him for some reason. Charles is mad at Manon for something she didn't do, and Manon is sad because her boyfriend is a picklehead. Let's watch the episode now. So this is the part of the story where I get mad. Aww, right at the start. I said this in the last review. Why did Charles believe Nico? I don't understand. Why did he believe him? That doesn't make any sense. He knows what kind of person his brother is, so why would he believe him about his what? Episode 12 is where the annoying shit happens. We open with Manon being sad, looking through old photos. Daphne is looking at a picture of Manon. It's just not the same. If you have listened to my other reviews, then you know how I feel about Manon and Daphne and the whole thing. That the storyline that they cut out for Manon, the ED thing, they don't have that here anymore, and this just doesn't hit the same way as it did in OG Skam. Because in OG Skam, when they're looking at the pictures, Vilda picks up a picture of Nora who looks unhealthily skinny, very thin. It's like photoshopped, I'm pretty sure. I hope it was photoshopped, a photoshopped picture of the actress. But yeah, and they don't say it outright, which is what I like. But it's fine, because we aren't idiots. We can understand simple, silent storytelling, which is how I saw it. Okay, when they don't outright tell the audience like what a character is thinking or who they are. But in this one, it's not the same. She just picks up a random photo of Manon. It's like, oh wow, your hair is long here. And then, okay, we didn't have to have that. It's okay. We didn't need to have this bonding moment between Daphne and Manon if we weren't gonna do the same thing as they did in OG Skam. They could have had all of her friends in her room just supporting her and being there for her, but they aren't. It's just Daphne. And it's not the same. Daphne is telling Manon that Charles is moving to London. What? Why? He's such... God. Oh, that makes me so mad. Can you feel my anger through the screen? Manon tells her that she's going to talk to Marie just to see what she knows. Remember, Marie is the person at the party who was in bed with Manon and Nico, and she knows everything that happened, everything that didn't happen. And Daphne. Daphne brings Manon food. She takes out her little container of food, not the same, but it's nice of her to do. Maybe they just assumed that everyone watched OG Skam, and so they didn't add any of the important little details of Manon and Daphne's and the other characters' lives, because this is a remake and they're assuming that people have already seen OG Skam. But there are people who have not seen OG Skam, I'm pretty sure, and they just stumble across Skam France randomly, and they don't know the full extent of Nora's character, and that just makes me so annoyed. Hopefully I'm done talking about this, because there's no more of this in season 3. Okay, it's just Luca. That's it. So yeah, Daphne says the same words Manon said to her in the country house episode, that's what I call it. It's sweet, okay, I admit that, but it's just not the same. And that's the end of this scene. I just wish it was done differently. I wish it was the girls who were with Manon. They were just hanging out. Because Manon doesn't have to be by herself and being all sad and mopey about Charles, who's just dumb, who's acting stupid. She doesn't need that. She doesn't need any of that. She needs her girls with her. She needs Mika and Lisa. She needs her friends who will support her, not people who ignore her for something that she didn't do. Anyways, next scene. Well, Manon is meeting with Miss Marie, and long scene short, Marie tells her that nothing happened between her and Nico because she was totally sober, I guess, and she saw everything. And Marie also tells her how hilarious Manon was while drunk. Oh my god, you were so funny, and just saying the silliest things, Manon. It was hilarious. And Manon is not amused, and neither am I. I don't find that shit funny. I don't find it funny. And then Marie tells her about Charles' sister, Nico, car accident. She also says how terrible Charles' mom was to Nico. I'm annoyed that Nico didn't get some kind of punishment for what he did. Why didn't he get in trouble? I get you have problems, sir, but you did stupid shit. No consequences came of that. He didn't have to do anything. It's so stupid. He didn't pay for anything. He didn't pay for Madden's pain and suffering. No. That's so annoying that it never comes back again. Do they do this differently in any of the other remakes? Do the Nikos ever go to jail? Because they do need to go to jail. Yeah, sure, they didn't do anything to Manon physically, but they still took advantage of the Noras, and then they were in a vulnerable state. That's fucked up. That's messed up. So hopefully maybe one of the remakes do this differently. Hopefully changed it up a little bit so I'm satisfied. But I do understand, though. I do understand that sometimes it doesn't go the way the Noras would want. Sometimes the guy doesn't go to jail, he gets off, right? That fucking sucks. And I guess that's why maybe that's why they did it differently. They didn't have Nico go to jail, just to show the unfairness of it all. And I guess, yeah, I can respect that. But still, this is a TV show. We want satisfying endings. Marie says, Charles is sensitive. He's a sensitive guy. He may be an asshole on the outside, but on the inside, he's pretty sad. Yeah, of course he is. So next scene, Manon goes to see Charles. She finds him in the hallway, and she tells him straight up that she did not sleep with Nico, but he's still mad at her. He doesn't want to speak, but she didn't do anything. She was one who was taken advantage of. Sorry, what happened to you? Who hurt you? Manon didn't really lie. She just didn't tell him what happened. Just being really childish and rude. Okay, I would have loved to see everything in his point of view. Just to see what he's thinking the situation. That would have been nice. But we do not get a William season, so yeah, sad. I'm sad and confused and mad and angry and irritated. If anyone is shutting down here, it should be Manon, not you. I get that Charles is the kind of guy who has walls up and stuff and doesn't really connect with people. Yeah, but Manon is the same way, and she went through this terrible thing, and she still wants to be with you, and you're what, Charles? What's your problem? God, you're so random. But Charles does agree to talk to her at her place. If that crap happened to Manon happened to you, and then your boyfriend ignores you when you tell him what really happened, would you still fight for that relationship? Moving on to the next scene. Manon waits for Charles at her place so they can talk about everything. He comes, but he's saying that he's leaving soon. He's got a plane to catch in like an hour, whatever. He says they're over though. He's like, yeah, we're not together anymore. We're done. We're not a couple anymore. I'm not in love with you anymore. But Manon says you are lying. You do still love me. She tells him to stop being a coward. She tells him for the first time that she loves him. There's the L bomb. God, I wish it was Manon who was the one leaving and him the one fighting for their relationship. But I understand why it's Manon fighting for the relationship, because she's the one who had the walls up, who didn't connect anyone, didn't let herself get too close to anyone, a guy, and it isn't her point of view, so it makes more sense. But still, it doesn't have to go like that, because the season has already established that it's not really in her point of view, because it's in Daphne's point of view, then it's in Charles's point of view. Like last episode, it was that first part when Charles is doing her homework for her article. It wasn't his point of view, so it's not really in your point of view, is it? Not really. Actually, in Skam OG, sometimes they kind of switch to William's POV in a way, but that was just one time. Everything else is in Nora's point of view, from her eyes. So, yeah, they could totally have done it differently, with it being Charles the one fighting for her. I always see this Nora season as Nora and William seasons, because it's about Nora and William. You can't have the season without William, right? And in this one, it's the same exact thing. They both have similar amounts of screen time in this season. So it wouldn't hurt to just call it Nora and William season. To have it in Charles's point of view at some point. Because I'm so curious about this character. He's such a fucking asshole, but he's so entertaining. He's so interesting. He is such an interesting character. Complex, if that's the right word. And we don't get anything. We don't get anything from Charles. William. We need more. I need more. Let him come to you. You didn't do anything wrong, so you don't need to be fixing anything. It's not your fault. Like, have Manon leave because she can't deal with Charles and his toxic family. Like, have her get on a plane and go to London. She doesn't deserve this. Skam Austin did this so well. I remember when I first watched that scene when Grace called Daniel a little bitch. She's like, stop acting like a little bitch. She told him, nothing happened to you. This is my stuff to deal with, so why are you mad? She called him out on his bullshit. And wow, the first time I watched that, I was surprised that a Skam did that, because it made me open my eyes, because I never used to see it that way when I first watched it. I was like, okay, Nora's apologizing to William, okay, it's fine, whatever. I didn't really think anything of it. I was just like, wow, let's get to the big kiss and the makeup. That's what I was looking forward to. I wasn't thinking about the story and how wrong it was. But when I watched Skam Austin, she said those things to Daniel, I was like, wow, why is he mad? I'm trying to think of why he would be mad. That's it. She didn't even lie to him. But anyways, so Charles leaves and Manon is the one bawling her eyes out. I would love to see this reversed. Would love it. Manon the one in the car driving off and Charles just there crying and just like, no, oh my god, what did I do? What am I gonna do, right? That would have been so much better. Come back, Manon. Please, forgive me. But he comes back, by the way. He comes back all dramatic and in slow-mo. We get a nice slow-motion epic make-out sesh. Whatever. Back together. Whatever. Everything is fine in the end. Happy ending. Next day, I think it's the next day, Manon is telling Charles about her asshole ex. She's giving him her life story. And she says that after that whole ordeal with her ex-boyfriend, like how we just left her high and dry, she says how she got sick afterwards. And in OG Skam, I saw that as Nora revealing her ED, that she got sick, right? They didn't outright say it, because I'm guessing they couldn't say it in the show. But in this one, she says it differently. She says, I felt sick. They were done talking about this finally. It's no more. No more. Okay, so Charles, this annoyed me so hard. Charles says that he's sorry about Nico. That's what he's sorry about. That he's sorry on behalf of his brother. He's not sorry about how he was treating her. He's not sorry for ghosting her, basically. How about you apologize for that crap you put her through like a second ago? The literal last scene. That emotional trauma you put her through. It's messed up. That is so... The more I think about it, the more terrible it is. Because she was going through this terrible thing with Nico, and then now we're just piling Charles on top of it and how he's treating her afterwards. That's so terrible. Later they talk about Nico. Manon is totally fine now. She's fine. No trauma or anything. Just a week of being depressed and she's totally chill. She's totally fine. I mean, I know Nico didn't do anything, but he still did something. He took advantage of her. I don't know. You're just in that terrible state where anyone could do anything to you. You have no memory of it. But it's fine. We cried about it for a second and was depressed for a day, and now we're good. But it's Skam. It's fine. We have to have a happy ending, so we're happy now. Moving on. Next scene. Manon and Charles go to Charles's house, and Nico isn't there, thankfully. And Charles says he just doesn't want to live there anymore. He doesn't want to face his brother. And so Manon's like, what, you gonna buy a new place? And he's like, yeah, I'm rich. And he asks her to move in with him. No. I say no. I said no when I first watched it. No, OG, I was like, why are they moving in together? You just got back together. Your relationship is still fragile. It was so annoying how in OG Skam they got married and moved in together. They didn't actually get married, but yeah, you know what I mean. They were like a married couple. And they do say that it was bad. Okay, Nora and William were like, yeah, we shouldn't have moved in together. It wasn't good for our relationship. She moves back in with her old roommates. They acknowledged it, and I'm fine with that. But it was still pretty annoying and a dumb mistake, a dumb thing to do. And they play all nice, sweet music. Oh my god, yay, it's so cute. It's not cute. You guys aren't ready to move in together. You've been dating for a week. You're not ready for that commitment. To live together, you're gonna start learning things about each other and being together every single day and using the same bathroom and breathing the same air. It's gonna get pretty annoying after a while. But anyways, Charles, he finds a letter saying that he's been summoned to the police station for what happened with the guy and the bottle. Finally. Yeah, I was waiting for this to come back. I forgot it came back at this episode. But yeah, why did you think you wouldn't get, I don't know, in trouble? Like, why? But did the guy report him? You wouldn't just be summoned to the police, because if you got reported, wouldn't they show up at your house? But they said that the only reason he got summoned was because someone filmed the fight, and so the police probably saw it and are telling him, yeah, you gotta come and answer for your crimes or something. But the guy didn't report him. You'd think he'd want justice after getting obliterated in the head with glass. So many stitches. But anyways, that's the end of the episode. It's done, finally. Oh my god, we made it. We made it through the hard stuff, and now we're getting to the sweet stuff at the end. It's good. We're done, basically. Almost. One more episode. I was so frustrated with Charles. I have a hate-love relationship with the Williams. As you can probably tell, I hate them and I love them. It's so weird. Like, one episode I'd be like, oh my god, he's so sweet, he's so cute, he's so loving, what a great boyfriend, he's so amazing, he's just so different from other guys, he's like perfect, oh yes, William, I love you. Marls is life. But then the next, I'm like, you're an asshole. Why are you being an asshole? Can you stop being an asshole? And then he doesn't stop being an asshole, and then I get more angry. It's super, wow. One more episode is left, and then season 3, finally. It's been like months. It's taken a while. It's been taking a while, but we have finally reached the end. Close. One more episode. I'm like saying it's over. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Comment down below if you are viewing this on YouTube, and if you aren't, come down to my channel, Delia Talks, and join the conversation, or start it. So that's all I have for today's review. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you'll stick around for more. I post once a week, so feel free to stick around and subscribe and like and share. And I'll see you all next week. Try to have a better day than I am. Goodbye, fellas.